every say you left me forever, never stop, never ever near and far and always and everywhere. And every say you left me forever, never stop, never ever near and far and always and everywhere.
So I thought I was going to be a country music star, and I was on the verge. I made Billboard once and had a video back in the 80s that went nationwide on the country, I think the Nashville Network. Anyway, so, but finding out that Nashville, it's not like today with all the contests and different things. You had to pretty much sleep your way to the top, and so I shelved it. So anyway, and one thing that my dad always did or said is that when I was for it, he would say, I'd be like, okay, Dad, this is the next step. I got to do this. I got to do that. So I was on, my next step was to hire a full-time band and to do the state fair circuit. So, but my dad's argument was always, you're going to turn into a drug addict and an alcoholic, and I don't want you to have that part of your life. You know, can't you do something else? And growing up in a construction family, which is of course bread and butter, but it was like, I was the artsy-fartsy child. I fucking cannot stand being in an office, and even in my own home, I have to be outside all the fucking time, all the time, until evening. So it was just like, so after listening to Katie's thing today about not being afraid to be seen, so like, you know what? I'm gonna dance. Cause this body has lost over 100 pounds since 2007, 100 pounds. Cause I ate emotionally, and I was so depressed, and even though I was married and I had children, I was a full-time mom, but yet there was something in me that, there was a part of me that died. And so I am rebirthing that girl. I'm trying to work out, like I'm trying to do stuff. I mean, I weigh pretty much what I weighed in high school, and I was athletic as fuck back then, man. I was part of the gymnastics team, and we did all kinds of shit, all the time. And we weren't afraid, and it did build a lot of confidence, and it did build a lot of stuff. But there were certain aspects of my life that, man, I was on the verge of something, and something really, really big. But then it was like something inevitably would always come out and knock my feet out from underneath me. So back to the topic about my dad. So my dad, when I was like for the country music career, he would say, like, you know, what I just repeated about drugs and alcohol. And then when I wasn't doing it, he said to me, you know, kid, could have taken you all away. Could have taken you all away. And it was just like, fucker! It was just like, fucker! Because it was like, no matter what I did, I mean, even though he supported me, and I kind of trying to get past these buts, as far as like, this person did this, but, you know, or like, oh, they're really great, but, so anyway, I'm trying to get past that, but anyway, but it's like, did he show up for all my school concerts and stuff? Yes, him and my mom faithfully did that, you know, dance lessons, singing lessons, piano lessons, all of it, all the stuff. Yeah, he did. But something happened, and I felt like for years that I put that up on a shelf. I did. So even though with this awakening process, it's like, okay, bringing stuff back down and saying, okay, how can I now make this part of my process? How can I now be true to me and be true to who Carla is inside of her heart, inside of her spirit, down here deep in her gut? I mean, who is that girl? Who is that woman? Who is that person? Society says I'm a mom, 3 beautiful children. I've got a beautiful 6-year-old granddaughter. I've got son-in-laws and soon-to-be son-in-laws, and yeah, so it's just like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna rest my arm here on the coffee plant. But anyway, so it was like, yeah, but now in this time frame, it's like, this is my time. And doing the work, doing all of the work, trying to, you know, no matter how ugly the process of whatever it is, spirit has been taking me down that rabbit hole and showing up fiercely. And lots of times I I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this stuff. I'd have setbacks, and then, you know, but you know what I tell myself? I was like, you know what? Let's try again tomorrow. Let's try again tomorrow. And I do believe that life lots of times is about baby steps. And something that Spirit has really been talking to me about is like, when you are doing the work and like getting released, like instantly stuff will manifest. Instantly stuff is happening. And I am seeing really unusual things happening. So anyway, so this goes out to all the women who are trying to lose weight, or they have lost weight and they're still dealing with self whatever issues. It's like, okay, so I'm 56. I will be 57 this year. But well, that's my doggy in the background, so it's time for them to be fed. But anyway, you can do this. You can do this. You can do it. Okay, as a person who ate cans of Pringles potato chips and chocolate cookie bags and mashed potatoes and gravy and bring on the butter. I mean, I still, when I get a weak moment, I'm like, damn, I want some carbs. You know what? It's like, order a pizza. It's like, yeah. But in my life, I had to be very severe. I did lap band back in 07 because I knew that was a trigger for me, and it had to be severely dealt with because I wasn't going to be able on my own to tackle it. So that, you know, if that is your direction, you go for it, because it worked for me. And I did lose the weight slow. I don't have a lot of excess skin. Sorry, it's just the way it is. But, you know, I'm trying. I'm working out. I'm trying to do this stuff. I'm trying to do it. So here I am. You might hear me sing. I was up at fucking 3 a.m. this morning. I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, sit down at the piano. I don't care if anybody listens to that. But it was something I needed to do. I need to do that. I need to have that artistic expression of singing and playing and dancing. And just now, like dancing for you, it was like, and really, truly, I'm dancing for me. Because I am the one that sees myself in the mirror. And I dance because it makes me happy. And I dance because it makes me feel alive. And I dance because it makes me feel joyful. All right. I love you guys. All right. Peace out.